Good old Eagles game. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. We live, baby. We live,
I
man.
don't say live on here.
June's Monday quarterback.
I
June's
don't
Monday
think June
quarter.
hit the button.
I did hit the button.
Oh no, it's hitting now. Okay.
Hey, June. I know I hit the button. June's Monday quarterback, man. Week three, man. Weeks are going by fast, as you know it, man. Week 3, man. Episode 3, man. Hey, look, we got a good show for y'all. We got a good show for y'all. I got my, and we starting at an early time today. It's the reason why we starting at an early time today. We got two. Once again, we got 2 Monday night football games, this week, and we got an interesting one at 7 o'clock. So it was only right that I start early so my co-hosts could join me on the show. My man, the ignorant thinker himself, Dennis Holmes in the building. You muted, my guy. You muted.
Come on, man. You muted. Come on, man. Pay attention, bro. Okay.
You muted.
All right, here we go. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we get you now.
All right, my fault. I'm sorry about that. Listen, what I was trying to say was, I'm glad we started early so that way I can enjoy this Eagles game.
So, yeah,
everybody
so you can concentrate. So both of y'all can concentrate.
Right.
And I got my guy.
Everybody loves the Eagles
I got
game.
my guy, the Tampa Bay fan in the building. My man, AB. AB was good.
Yo, man, them Eagles. No.
I saw the message.
Know what, man? Hopefully, it's a good game.
Yeah. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down.
Yeah, man. But I'm here. I'm sleepy as hell. So listen, if I fall asleep on the show, don't y'all be talking about my ass, all right? Yeah.
Man. Before AB fall asleep on the show, though. Yeah, man. Once again, we're back, man. June's Monday quarterback, man, week 3, where we recap all the games from yesterday afternoon and evening. And we had a bunch of, it was a crazy week 3, yo. It was a crazy week 3. Wow one. Y'all all agree with me on that one, right, fellas?
Yeah, I call it the upset week.
It
would be one of many. So
yeah. So you always get one of these crazy weeks for sure during the football season, and this was definitely one of them. But you know how we do, man. We start off with the last game on Sunday, man. We're gonna start off with the Steelers. Sunday night football, the Steelers, going into Vegas and being Vegas 23-18. Kenny Pickett get it done for the Steelers.
Steelers are 2-1, and Vegas should be 2-1. Jimmy Garoppolo threw 3 interceptions, and they still only lost by less than a touchdown. They were still in this game.
One of the reasons why they lost by lost. I feel like they lost last night. The decision for Josh McDaniels to go for the field goal with almost like 3 minutes left. And under 3 minutes left, and instead of being aggressive and go for the touchdown, and I feel like if they don't get it right there, Chris Collier pointed out, if they don't get it right there, you got them pinned, and all you gotta do is get a stop. You got 2 timeouts left and a 2-minute warning. You get a stop, and you probably get the ball back in good field position. Try to attempt to score the touchdown. Do you?
I don't understand. I'm starting to doubt what goes on in these interviews because I really don't understand clock management, timing, none of that. Like I don't understand what's going on. So sometimes I really want to be a fly on the wall and sit down and want to know why did you pick him to be the coach of your team? Like, there ain't no fucking way. Because there's a couple coaches I'm gonna say. There's a couple coaches I'm gonna say that about today. Start with Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels has done nothing differently than the interim coach did when he took over for John Gruden. Guy who was the interim coach that took over for John Gruden should have kept the job. You ain't had to pay him much. The team was filling him. They were on a roll. You should have kept him. No, you want to go get a Patriots guy, Josh McDaniels. Probably because one of your owners is Tom Brady. Probably all goes together.
On the low, right? Yeah, man, it's very crazy, man. It's crazy, man. That he, go with that choice and their defense was making stops, but they wasn't making stops like that. I mean, you really gonna put on your defense, listen, man,
I wouldn't have. I would have went for it on fourth because they was like actually they would. Yeah. Know why? Because they were getting bailed out with the penalties anyway. They were getting bailed out, and it was just like, yo, they should just went for it on fourth because the defense wasn't going to stop them, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the first rush, the first play that the Pittsburgh had got after that, Najee ran for 5-6 yards. So I was like, yeah, game over. I'm just like, so just like, yo, like they should have had just went for it. Like, I mean, even though they had the timeouts and the 2-minute warning, you still gotta make a stop, period. And then you still gotta travel back down the field. No, man, like they should have just went for it, bro.
Yeah. They should have went for it, but give the Steelers credit, man, on when it's due.
And they need the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they need the 2-point conversion, but they got the 2-point conversion in the last drive when they scored.
No, they should have went for that shit.
Yo, who goes for a field goal? Then you down by what was it? By 8?
8. Yeah.
Who goes for a field goal by that? That
sir, I'm glad you on this show, but sir,
I got my liquor yesterday. Listen, I don't care. I'm still a Bronco fan. See, I don't jump shit when we do bad. This is about what you get.
I'll give you credit, sir. I
don't jump shit. I don't jump shit. Listen. Now, don't get it wrong. Am I wearing Bronco shit? Hell no, I'm not. That's disrespectful to put that damn jersey on or any paraphernalia. But I'm still a Bronco fan. It stings. I looked at so much stuff yesterday. People want to blame Russ. People want to blame it. Nobody's blaming Vance Joseph like he's just absolved of all because it was 3 games ago. Sure. And everybody, hold on. Everybody keep telling me.
Oh, it's still early. One game at a time, sir. One game at a time. Calm down, killer. Calm down. Talk about the Raiders. God damn.
Listen. Fucking up the show. No, I don't. I'll come back to the show. I was trying to stick with the. Hold on. I was trying to stick. I get it, but I was trying to stick with what's the name, talking about who kicks a field goal and they're down by 8. But y'all want to, you say, sir, I'm Black Morning. I defend my unit.
Couple of bright spots from this game. Kenny Pickett, this is first multi-touchdown game. First time. Now I couldn't believe that when they said that was his first game throwing 2 touchdown passes, but he did. He connected with Calvin Austin on that deep pass in the first half. Then in the fourth quarter, Pat Freiermuth for a touchdown. Devontae Adams. I don't care. I know a lot of people got Jettas as their number 1 receiver in football.
I keep telling people Adams is the best receiver in the league.
Adams different, bro.
Yeah, he's different. Bro. You can't stick him, bro. You can't, like, Justin Jefferson be having games where he looks semi-normal. Devontae Adams semi-normal games is better than your number 1 and 2. It's just crazy.
172 yards. They ain't had no answer for him, man.
Josh McDaniels, outside of Vance Joseph, Josh McDaniels is the worst head coach in football, man. I'm serious. He is. He is, man. He's an idiot. He don't know what he's doing. I think Brandon Stoley up there too, man. Rich Kotite, because it don't make no sense, man. I don't understand. He plays the lose.
Hold up, Derek. Rich Kotite made it to the playoffs, man. I don't know.
He did? Rich Kotite made it to the playoffs? When?
Yeah, he took us to the playoffs, dog.
Who?
The Eagles.
No, I'm talking about, like, who's your quarterback?
At the time, I think. I'll get back to you on that, but I think it was.
I don't think Rich Kotite made it. I know what's name made the playoffs. Ray Rhodes, but I don't remember Rich Kotite making the playoffs. I don't know about that one, homie. You better look back on that one. Y'all was pretty bad.
Oh man. So the Steelers move on next week. They got the Texans, a Texas team that didn't look too bad on Sunday, and who the Vegas had? Vegas Raiders had. Hold on, Vegas. The Vegas 0-3, man. Nobody. That's gonna be hard for them to come back. From, man, and they got the Chargers next week, and
that's the division game. And that might not go the Chargers' way. The Chargers, they're like Justin Herbert really, and Keenan Allen and Eckler. They really bailed them teams out. Like people talking about. We was talking about Joey Bosa yesterday. And how good, he is. And I'm like, yeah, they on paper, they look great. But they shouldn't be struggling against some of these teams. We're going to split with them. As bad as we're playing this year, as much as I know my Broncos, we're going to split with them this year. But that's a thing for another day. But, the Raiders, man.
Wait. Hold up, Derek. Hold up, Derek. Before you get into your thick of things, let me ask you a question. Rich Kotite made the playoffs. We played against the Saints in 1992. Rich Kotite was our coach. We played the Saints in the playoffs. And I think the quarterback for the Saints was Bareback or Barback. I forgot how to say his name. But I think our quarterback was Jim McMahon because I think Whichcomb got injured.
Who? Roddy P?
No, Randall got injured. So
Randall got injured? Okay. All right.
Don't quote me on that, though.
All right, Derek.
Go ahead, Derek.
This is by far. This is by far the worst game in Bronco history. I think what's happened was I'm looking at it for the last 10 years. We should have picked up Kyle Shanahan. What people don't realize is after Mike Shanahan got fired, it was like, all right, we went for Josh McDaniels. I'm thinking Josh McDaniels coming in here and he's going to turn things around. He was bad. Then we get John Fox. We go to the Super Bowl. We get Peyton Manning. Or we had Tebow. We get Peyton Manning. We get a Super Bowl win with Gary Kubiak. We get him to 2016. And then 2017, we get Vance Joseph. Somewhere down the line, we had disagreements with Kyle Shanahan. By that time, he's already in San Fran. This is by far the worst blowout in Denver history. He's lost the locker room. We can't even protect him, and we only had one sack yesterday. We only got one sack yesterday. The other against Washington, we gave up 7 sacks? 7 sacks. The O-line is horrible. Secondary is done without Simmons and PS2 on their game. We are in big trouble. Bronco fans, it is going to be a 1-16 or 3-14 season if we don't make changes. Vance Joseph should have made on the ride back. I don't understand. You leave Tyreek Hill open. There's no double coverage on him. This dude is looking like Patrick Mahomes out there. I just don't understand. We're not this bad. And we had enough talent to at least make a run for a playoff. But what you did was you got people in there. You got Vance Joseph. You knew you wasn't going to have a lot of blowback with him. And you got him in here not knowing that he is garbage. But you know what? I said, no, Sean Payton could overcome that. I'm sorry. He's overrated because this is not all Russ's fault. Russ is playing his heart out. I think he lost a lot of his I think he lost a lot of his guts because he's getting destroyed out there. He got sacked 60 times last year, man. This is the worst football I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not done because it is still early, but I'm tired of hearing that from people, and they're winning, and we're getting a behind kick.
People saying cut you off, man, because you got blown out by 50 yesterday, man. They saying cut you off.
I mean, listen.
Hey,
A blowout means from top to bottom that you are not good enough, and we're not. And I listen. I wasn't. I told you on your what's the name on your radio joint. I was like, yo, we're gonna be 9-8 because I saw the old line problems early. I'm like, we gonna be in trouble. We can't protect Russ.
Early.
So I said 9-8, but I didn't know we were gonna get beat this bad, yo.
Hey, can I just say something real quick? 2 things, right? Number 1, this is karma for you, Derek, for all this stuff you talk trash about my Buccaneers and all that. We ain't never lose this bad ever, all right?
Yeah, we're 0-14. Yeah, we're 0-14, so you shouldn't really talk. Yeah, 0-14.
But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, let's don't do that. Don't do that.
But number 2. Yeah, let's lost by 50. But anyway, number 2. Nobody's saying nothing. See, I took about 20 minutes last night. I had scrolled my timeline. I didn't see nobody talk about Patrick Surtain got burnt by a 5th string wide receiver last night.
Okay, that happens. It happens.
That happens.
It happens. I've never said that he was never going to get burnt. I placed him in the top 2. Him and Gardner are the best 2 corners in football. It happens. Everybody gets burnt. The only person I've never seen get burnt was Deion, but Deion got worked on. But I've never seen him get burnt deep like that. No.
Hey, that's what Sean Payton gets for taking shots at Tua. What shots he took at Tua?
He didn't take shots at Tua. He took shots at Nathaniel Hackett.
He felt like Tua should never play football no more. I think that's what he said, something like that. Tua should be benched. I think it was something that
he probably said that because he got concussed. I don't think why would he take shots at Tua?
This was when he was working on Fox. This was when he was working on Fox last year.
He probably said that because he got concussed.
And dog, and if you could bring up the comments, I forgot what.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Because I would have like he the Daniel Hackett need to get in his ass. I'm not even gonna lie to you, yo. Like pause, but you know what I'm saying? He need to like cuss him out. Like, yo, you talk about me? Like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Derek. I told you this yesterday. I'm gonna say it again. You can say what you want to about how bad of a coaching job Nathaniel Hackett did. It ain't look this bad.
Nah.
Y'all didn't start off 0-3. Okay.
Yeah, we were 2-1 last year. That's what I'm saying. We were 2-1 last year.
So as much and the crazy thing is, y'all had the Washington game. First game of the season, y'all had that too. So y'all should have been 2-1 right now again.
If Miami would have beat us 40 to like 30 something, I could take that. But dude,
if they would have beat y'all 56-20, it'd have been cool. It'd have been like, all right.
No, that's still a blowout. That's still disrespectful. That's still disrespectful. Like 70 points.
50, they put up 56 in the third quarter.
That's what I'm saying. So we not only listen.
Hold up there. Now I got to go back to AB's point. Then they put the backups in. We talking about Chosen Rosen. I forgot the motherfucker changed his name. Get that out the way, all right? Until he scored the fucking 63-yard touchdown, and I looked and I said, "Well, then who he scoring?" And I saw number 2. I saw number PS2.
Listen, why would you keep in Russell Wilson when you down by 5 touchdowns?
Ain't nobody talking about it either. That's crazy. Yeah. Ain't nobody talking about it.
Why would you keep him in?
Xavier Howard felt like it was disrespectful to keep Sean.
It was. That's I don't understand that. And I'm like, he don't like Russell Wilson. And I don't understand why you don't like Russell Wilson. Because it's not like Russell Wilson is a bad guy. And he wanted things his way. Why? Because you're not Drew Brees? Or because
it's not that. It's that Bill Belichick ish. He don't like nobody that gets too much clout. Bill Belichick didn't like nobody that got too much clout. You notice
Bill Belichick coached Tom Brady.
Break it down to you. When Bill Belichick came to the Cowboys and then they went and got T.O., he never called him T.O. What he called him? The player.
You're not talking about Bill Belichick. You're talking about
I was talking about my fault. Bill Parcells.
Bill Parcells. Yeah, I already say.
Shit, Belichick do the same shit too though, but Bill Parcells what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Hey,
Bill Parcells can do that. He's a 3-time champion.
Miami probably, I think right now it should be in everybody number 1 power rankings right now.
I think it's them in Buffalo. Buffalo is tough, and their defense starting to step up. Yeah, Buffalo tough. And you know what's crazy?
I think you start the conversation with Miami and San Fran.
Yeah, maybe San Fran. Okay, Buffalo. And then you know what's up there? Packers. The Packers are balling right now, yo. Yeah, Jordan Love is like, all right, I can ball.
I don't know about balling, but
they balling, bro.
They doing what they need to do to win.
Yeah.
Listen, but he's playing fearless. Love is playing fair. I've been kind of watching him on the low. I'm like, anybody talking about Jordan Love? All right. We're on the radar. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you have something to say. Are you on mute, sir?
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you on mute, bro.
You on mute, dog. We can't hear you on mute.
No, I was saying that.
There we go.
Green Bay ain't balling. Like they
what are they? They 2-1, ain't they?
2-1. They should be 3-0 though.
They should be 3-0. That's what I'm saying. They
was dominating that game, man, for most of that game yesterday. Like
they lost. How you look at it? L's a L.
They did AB. I'll wait till we get to that game. I ain't gonna say it because I need answers.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying I need answers.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Devin. What's the kid name? The running back from Texas A&M again? Devin.
A-Chain. Yeah.
He changed 4 touchdowns yesterday. A rush for over.
A-Chain ran a train.
Yeah, he did. That's what I think.
18 carries for 2 something.
And this
is usually people that get 2 something, they got over 20 carries.
That got worse.
Mitch Parker.
That shit would have got worse.
Jalen Wilder didn't play yesterday for the Dolphins.
He did. You know what's crazy? I can name a few games where the running game got out of hand. And we look back on it and we're like, oh, okay. Stuff like this happened before. Like, it's not 70 points. I'm talking about running all over people. You remember hold on. You remember
honestly, Derek, to be honest with you, I want to see y'all bounce back because the team that y'all playing next week, they got smacked around too. So I want to see who won it more.
Listen.
These 2 organizations, between the Bears and the Denver Broncos, I want to see who won it more.
Yeah. Listen, to be honest with you, a win against them don't mean nothing.
Honestly, I want to see in the organization who wants it more. The win might not mean nothing, but the game gonna mean a whole lot compared to them 2 because it's more than just the game. It's like we playing for our pride this week.
Listen, I hope it ended in a tie. That's what I hope it happens. In a tie, so we can start firing people, and we can just start from scratch again. I don't care, man. The last 7 years we've been a dumpster fire. I apologize. I'm a Bronco fan. I am by heart. I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize to everybody in Bronco country. I apologize to everybody on the podcast right now. I'm apologizing. This is not worthy of my fandom. I'm sorry. It's not.
Let me say this: we who are not Bronco fans appreciate this shit. We are tired of hearing you, motherfuckers.
Listen, I'm humble. I was humble last year.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this again. We don't hear from Chadwick George on Sundays. He only talks on Saturday. All right.
He can't.
I'm glad he don't see Donnell Ricks.
I tagged them too. I
haven't seen Donnell Ricks.
I guarantee you. Because listen. People say what they want.
Let this happen in reverse and y'all beat them.
Oh my God! What?
You pussies would have came off the woodwork.
But you know what though? You always told me then. You said be the same way you are when you win. The same way you get your ass kicked.
Same way you get your ass kicked, dog. You see?
The only person I did want to see was AB. I did want to see AB of all people. I said I'm glad I got you on Sunday. See, I learned that a long time ago. When you get your ass kicked, you get in there early so you can get something off for the next day. Because Monday morning you gonna catch it. That's how it was at the hub. You get rocked, you better get in there early. Dudes would wait for me at the door before I got in there, especially at high school. Back when the Spurs won the championships and we was playing against LA and all that, getting rocked and stuff like that, they would wait for me right there. Like, listen, that's how I be, man. You get rocked, you get rocked.
All right, let's get to the next game, man. We got better things to worry about.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
The upset of the day. That was the embarrassment of the day. But we back to the upset of the day.
Can we have something?
This is one A. Yours 1A. This is 1B. Like,
oh my goodness, the Cardinals always beat the Cowboys. I don't know why there's such an upset. This is just one. They'll bounce back from this. Yeah, they ain't done.
Cowboys fans, we all like Cowboys fans. I'm about to attack each and one of y'all. What happened, baby?
What happened, baby?
What's worse? What's worse? What's worse? This loss. Colorado or Denver? What's worse?
Denver. But let's go. Keep going.
It's Denver. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This to me. This is an old rivalry from back in the day. You remember the Cardinals was back in the what's the division back in the day?
NFC East.
Yeah.
You know. That's why the first 3 teams they played this season was all in the NFC East.
NFC East teams. And the first 3 weeks they've been giving everybody a run for their money. Washington, even though Washington beat them, it was still at the last minute that they beat them. It took a crazy comeback by the Giants. To beat them last week.
Horrific.
Yeah, listen, hey, Drew, you slid that right up in there. You slid that right up in there. Sheesh.
And now the Cowboys yesterday started off slow. They set out 3 linemen. That's what I'm hearing all day. The excuses. They ain't three of the offensive linemen ain't play. I felt like they looked down on the Arizona Cardinals. Felt like they got enough on the defensive side of the ball, and they got enough that they could just get through the Cardinals through this game without their 3 offensive linemen. And coming into this game,
crazy part though. Here's the crazy part. The Cardinals ran the fucking ball.
Yes,
they just kept running the ball.
Did Michael Parsons get a sack yesterday?
Yeah, he got a sack, but I mean, the Cardinals just kept running the ball, and I just sat back and I was just watching. And I was like, "Yo, this is the same problems that you kept having. When are you going to be able to stop the run? Like you've been having these problems since about 2016 that you couldn't stop the run. They had a fucking wide receiver line up in a running back, just like Debo did, and ran that bitch for 58 yards untouched. Ain't nobody touch him.
Rondé Moore. Yeah.
Ain't nobody touch him for 58 yards, dog. And all of us and people keep saying, they went and got Mozzie Smith to plug up the middle. I know he a rookie, so I'm not gonna put all this on you. You know what I mean? But goddamn, y'all keep praising these motherfuckers as defensive coordinators and they gonna be great. When the fuck is he gonna stop the run?
Yeah, they ain't do a good job last night with stopping the run. Kudos to that offensive line too that the Cardinals had. They're young, but they get after it, man. They get after it, man. They open up some holes for James Conner, man, to run through there. He had 98 yards rushing and a touchdown. Like Dan mentioned, Rondell scoring a touchdown yesterday. The Diggs
Hollywood Brown scored a touchdown. Hollywood
Diggs injury is gonna.
That's gonna hurt them down the line. They're still fine. They'll probably make the playoffs. But we talked about getting past that second round where they always seem to fall apart at.
He was getting slightly cooked by Marquise Brown a little bit.
The NFC playoffs gonna be on fire. I already know it's gonna be Miami, Buffalo. Of course, it's KC. The Chargers slide in there. But the NFC, the Eagles. Now it looks like the Packers, the way their start is. It's still a long season. I get it, but for what I'm saying it as, I got the Eagles in there. I got Dallas. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be crazy. San Fran. Can they get revenge on y'all? The playoffs gonna be off the chain, man. Hopefully, no injuries are happening in between that time. I'm praying for Russell Wilson to go down so we can just take the season and we can get Caleb Williams. Something good.
Yeah. All right, the Cowboys do. Let's see if they can bounce back, man. Because yesterday the defense they got. I felt like the defense been carrying them the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So with that
don't look too good.
I don't know if you was watching, June. I don't know if you was watching, but if you notice the Cardinals, they ran the ball opposite of where Michael Parsons was.
Yeah.
That's all they did. Wherever he lined up, they ran the ball opposite.
Yeah.
And so let's see if the Cowboys could bounce back. They got the Patriots next week.
That could be a tough game. Good defensive game too.
I think Zeke gonna get in their ass.
Zeke Elliott.
I hope he do. That will be listening. Poetry.
The Cardinals have the 49ers next week. So let's see if the Cardinals can keep it going. Let's see if the Cardinals can keep it going.
Nah, that's a blowout. That's a blowout.
Oh, man. The remainder.
They're going to put 3-4 touchdowns on them.
Falcons, Lions 20. The Falcons 6.
The Lions are real, bro. The Lions are real. The 3-0. They 3-0, right?
2-1. They lost
2-1. Okay.
Seahawks.
The Seahawks, right. That messed my money line up last week, man.
Yeah, 243 yards. He did throw a touchdown, 1 interception. But and Amar St. Brown had 102 yards on the day. The Falcons, 6 points is not gonna do it. Hopefully they can bounce back. We have our first early game next week, I think. They play the Falcons and the Jaguars, 9:30 game.
Jaguars gonna look like themselves, but we'll get there.
Yeah, they haven't looked like themselves. All right, next game.
What's the issue? What do y'all think the issue is with Jacksonville? I'm kind of disappointed in them this year.
We'll get there. Hold up, we'll get there.
Okay.
Next game. We got the Jaguars. You got me saying Jaguars, Chargers, and Vikings. One of the most interesting games of the day, man. Came down to
that was the you get fired game.
Yeah.
You got fired. You got flamed.
Listen,
24.
Yo, he put up 400 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Keenan Allen was 14 for like almost 2 something.
Yeah. And threw a touchdown pass yesterday.
And yeah, he did that too. Oh my goodness.
To Mike Williams. Unfortunately, they did lose Mike Williams late in that game. And
they lost him for the year. Like
on ACL. And a lot of people was asking why they drafted another receiver in the first round. This is why.
That's why. Yeah.
Healthy. So they're gonna be relying on a young receiver from TCU, Quentin Johnson, to step in there. Palmer, who has been stepping in there the past couple of years. So they're gonna
Palmer from the University of Tennessee.
Yeah. To step in there. But yeah, man. Yeah, he did have 215 yards receiving. God damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Keenan Allen
balling.
Oh man. The Vikings, man, I don't know where they go from here. They on 0-3 start.
Are they the most as far as disappointing team this year? Denver's definitely is, but is the Vikings the most disappointing team this year?
If Cincinnati lose again tonight, which they just announced Joe Burrow will start at quarterback tonight. Cincinnati do lose tonight, they gonna be the most disappointing team, but Minnesota's definitely right up there.
Okay.
What up, Marcus Betts?
Definitely up there. Betts is in the building. Green Bay. This was another interesting game. Saints 17, Green Bay 18. The Saints was up 17-0.
AB, this is the time. AB, I need you.
Derek Carr goes out.
Yeah,
come on, AB, wake up.
I'm here.
James Winston.
Derek Carr goes out and they're up 17-0. And I said as soon as before he even got in the game, I said all he got to do is sustain a drive and don't lose this game. They're up 17-0. All he got to do. AB, what happened?
I don't know, man. Like I was, I was on Red Zone. They wasn't really showing the game like that.
Oh man! Look,
so I didn't really see. I didn't really see too much of that game.
It's just the fact that he just couldn't sustain it. He didn't put up not 1 point. It's like as soon as Wichita went out, he didn't put up not 1 point.
Yeah,
he tried to get him in field goal range at the end, but it felt like it was too late.
I heard because I follow this guy on YouTube. He's a Saints fan. State of the Saints podcast, and he was like, as soon as Derek Carr got hurt, like the whole team just shut down.
Yeah,
and sometimes, and sometimes every time we start a quarterback go down, the whole team morale is just shut down, and that happened with the Jets as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like the Jets haven't really looked too well for Aaron Rodgers, man. So it's like, every time somebody quarterback go down, man, like the whole team is just different, man. So that's what he was saying on his show. So but I didn't get a chance to watch the whole game yet. So I'll check it out sometime this week. But yeah, I was checking out the score the whole time, and it was like the Saints was doing the thing, and then it's like that fourth quarter hit. It was just like, what the hell happened? And man, it's crazy, yo.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the stats now. Kirk Cousins has 9 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The next person behind him is Tualuga. Jordan Love has 7 touchdowns and 1 interceptions in 3 games.
Who the hell is Tualuga?
Whatever his name, you know what I'm saying. Tualuga. I'm just saying. And oh, by the way, Russell Wilson is 6-2, so I don't think it's him this year. But anyway, his record's 0-3. True.
All right, that's all that matters.
The person that's in front of him is Patrick Mahomes at 7-2. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is not the same, but without Eric Bieniemy, he looks semi-dimmy.
Well, no, he looked good. He looked good yesterday, though. But let's go on to the next game.
Yeah. Texans 37-17 over the Jaguars, man. Nobody.
Okay, now ask your question there.
Yeah. What's the issue with the Jaguars? I've been looking at them, and what they're 1-2, right? Or they 0-3?
No, they 1-2.
They 1-2. Yeah. So they beat the Chargers.
The Colts.
Right.
The Colts. I'm sorry, the Colts. I apologize. I do apologize. The Colts. What is their issue? Is it Trev, or is it a defense?
It's the offense. Well, defense too, but the offense can't get going for some reason. After week one,
like week one, it was all about Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley left. Calvin Ridley right. Calvin Ridley up the middle. And everybody was like, "See, I told you Calvin Ridley was the number one." Next 2 weeks, I don't know who's number one. I still got Christian Kirk. I think Christian Kirk is still running the force, but it just seemed like shit just ain't right. Yeah, but I think Doug Peterson to get it back together, because last year around this time, Trevor Lawrence didn't look too good. But then when it started getting later in the season, he started to look better. So we'll see how it goes further along. But that game right there, they shouldn't have lost. And they damn sure shouldn't have lost by no fucking 20.
Nah.
They wasn't not supposed to lose to the Texans. You know you're supposed to lose the division game. I know division games can be tough, but you're supposed to run this division. And it don't look like you running it.
Nah. The Colts look good defensively and offensively a little bit. The Texans, they working with something over there. I like D'Amico Ryans, his energy on the sideline.
Oh yeah, I love. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Got the team pumped up and everything. They won this game from the first quarter to the final quarter of this game. So 37-17. The Texans do host the Steelers next week. Could be a sneaky game. I might look at the Texans in that game, man, for sure.
Tyon said CJ was playing with him. Tyon in the building. My man Tyon.
Oh, CJ definitely did have a good game. CJ definitely had a good game. Connected with his rookie mate, Tank Dell, for a touchdown. So, CJ, the only quarterback that from that class played yesterday. The other two was dealing with injuries, but he definitely looked good yesterday afternoon.
Josh Bailey showing the cheese heads. Josh Bailey.
We just talked about the Green Bay Packers. He just told. He said, "Where's BJ?" Okay. Next game, we talked about the Dolphins and.
We can't talk about that no more. That was
Cleveland, man.
They want to set it off the network. So bad.
Cleveland 27-3. 27-3 over the Titans, man, yesterday, man.
Yo, Deshaun Watson looked good yesterday. I was watching a little bit of
first game that I can say he put a complete game together.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Let him start cooking. He's enemy number one right now. He can't do nothing wrong. And you know, last week it was an issue with him pushing a ref or something like that. So I said, he's enemy number one. We cannot
send you the list, sir, without the end of today's games. All right, these games have a possibility of making the list. Can't send you a list without seeing what happened in today's game.
Come on, beloved.
Man, now you got us out there. We can't put out no false information where a network is trying to go in a different direction. All right. That's the only reason why we're getting on Derek Gans about his defense rankings.
Oh, my bad. The Eagles playing. Yeah, beloved, come on, man.
Hey, yo, man, you know what, yo? All right, I see where you're going with this. I know what that meant. June read it nicely, but I know what that meant, beloved. Yeah.
3-27, man. Like we just mentioned, Watson definitely put a good game together, man. You know, especially coming off that Monday night loss.
I'm trying to figure out what's up with Derrick Henry, man. Is this the end? Is this the end of Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Nah. He still runs strong. You know,
Man, they hitting him in the backfield. He going down first tackle now.
Yeah.
It's different.
I will talk about that in a few minutes. Buffalo 37, the Washington Commanders 3. Buffalo.
Big face Sam ain't look like himself, man.
4 interceptions, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Big face
So
Sam ain't look like himself.
Buffalo, to me, they kind of woke up a little bit. That was a bad loss to them, but I just think that it's regular script football. I know we joke about that, but it's a lot of 11. They said, yeah, let the Jets have that one. Aaron Rodgers get hurt and get a walk-off kickoff return in overtime. Let America have this game.
They definitely got the running game.
You sound like a Buffalo Bill fan.
No, I'm just saying. After that, they snapped out of it.
Yesterday in the chat, Buffalo Bill fan said that same thing. It was 9/11. We gave it to them.
Yeah.
I'm not giving them nothing. I don't give a damn what day it is.
Yeah.
All right. I played AB today, and they honoring fucking Rondé Barber.
Oh Lord. But you know what's crazy? Between y'all two, going at real quick, y'all beat them the year before they beat y'all.
Oh, yeah,
you remember that?
2 years in a row for that. We beat them 2 years in a row for that.
2 years in a row. And then they came back.
They had because Tampa had a thing. They couldn't win below 40% weather.
Yeah.
And I think that day it had to be like 30-something. Plus, we started off with what's my man's name? Deuce Staley ran right up the middle for a touchdown. Somebody poked Warren Sapp in the eye. Everything was going perfect. All right. Warren Sapp was on the sideline with the bald ass head. We up 7-0. And then
he still had the braids thing. He still
he had the ball head at this time. He had the ball head.
No, he didn't.
When y'all won the championship, he had the ball head. You go back and look. Because if you go back and look at the Super Bowl game, that's when he him and John Lynch headbutt, and he ain't got no helmet on. And he be like, ooh. And I remember all my terroristic threats. God damn it. I know what I'm talking about. Shit, I don't sleep well at night. I told you he had a bald ass head. That's my man.
We gotta move along. Coach,
my fault.
Baltimore. Good thing BJ is in the chat right now. What happened, baby?
What happened, baby?
22-19. As you know, at one point the Colts were named the Baltimore Colts at one point, and look, they played tough yesterday, man.
Was that a pass interference in that game? I was looking at that game. Was that a pass interference?
Which Kyle said just skip to the Ravens game. Why are we skipping to that heartbreak?
Nah. Because the Ravens
Justin
went back
Tucker, you was right. Justin Tucker sold him, man. He's supposed to hit that joint.
The Ravens went back to the old Ravens. We seen a lot of Lamar Jackson running the ball. Not much passing. It was promised to see more the ball in the air, but
he was 15 carries for 102, right? I think yesterday.
Yeah.
I heard.
And Gardner Minshew comes in like a true backup quarterback and wins games.
Yes.
Maybe that's who the Jets should have got.
Yo, I heard the Ravens played some sloppy football yesterday.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Ravens.
I heard it was real bad yesterday.
The Ravens.
Oh man. So,
but that's like the Cowboys. They'll bounce back. Now, I don't think this is just a bad game. You have them. It happened. Yeah. I think they'll bounce back. I don't like the coach. The coach got them. I'm just saying. I don't think this is something for them to worry about. You bounce back. Lamar Jackson's still having an okay season. They'll bounce back. If you let stuff like this linger, then you're in trouble. But I think they'll bounce back. I don't think there's no issue. Yeah.
The Patriots still own the Jets. I think it's 15. They scored 15 points in 15 straight games now on winning streak against the Jets. The last time the Jets beat them was like 2015.
Them Jets. I feel sorry
sloppy
for them.
Football. Go ahead and say it. Sloppy football.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, like when Rodgers went down, bro, that pretty much.
But they got Bryce Hall and Breece Hall and Cook. So why you not running the ball?
Look, AB, I'm sorry.
It's a wreck, bro.
I've been watching football for a long time, AB. And I'm part of my quarterback went down and we won a Super Bowl. All right. I'm part of that situation. So they need to get this shit together. All right. That's why coaches coach. That's why it's a 53-man roster. All right.
My trade
I had to see it first to believe it. I seen Trent Green go down. Kurt Warner came in and did his thing. All right.
But
Fucking David Mills was at the podium crying his ass off.
Dennis, but that's like rare stuff right there.
It ain't rare. With the fucking best quarterback.
It is rare.
The best quarterback we ever seen in our lives.
What are you talking about?
Listen what I'm saying to you, sir. The best quarterback we ever seen in our lives, name is Tom Brady. He got in the game because fucking Drew Bledsoe ass got knocked the fuck out. All right.
Dennis, how many times have you seen that though? That's what I'm saying.
I've seen it at least 6 times.
Tom Brady, Kurt Warner, who else? Brock Purdy, Nick Foles. It happens. Jeff Costello won the championship. Listen, the Ravens won with Trent Dilfer.
And he wasn't the starting quarterback. It was
it happens. AB,
what was the black boy name? God damn. Was it Jeff? It wasn't.
Hold up. Didn't Sean Keaton win y'all the Super Bowl? Wasn't he the backup?
Yeah, but they benched him for Brad Johnson.
Brad Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, they benched him for Brad Johnson.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with the Jets, man.
All I'm saying to you, AB, it's happening. Don't make it seem like it's rare. Rare shit is like Lawrence Taylor winning the MVP.
It's rare.
All right? That's rare.
For where
it's not rare. AB, no, that's not rare.
It is rare, bro.
I think AB coming from the first play, like the first couple of plays.
It's rare, dog. Stop that, yo.
Yeah.
It's not rare.
Hold on, Dennis. AB, are you saying it's rare because
it is rare when a backup quarterback comes in and they go all the way like that? It's rare that happens.
Yo, it happens a lot, yo.
Listen, I think it's a little bit of both. It's not usual that happens, but when it does, we've seen it before. That's all Dennis is trying to say. We've seen this before. Zach Wilson is not.
Here we go again. The Denver Broncos last Super Bowl. What you call fucking whatever bull name was, took them damn near there. Then what you call came back?
Yeah, Brock Osweiler took us to the playoffs. He helped us out a lot. He just game managed. We beat Green Bay. We beat New England. Like no,
this ain't no rare. This shit happens.
Yeah, the Raiders. I think we beat. Yeah, going into that.
Not a fucking coach. It just is what it is, man.
That shit rare, bro.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both.
Nice game. BJ, what you want? You wanted to say something about your Ravens real quick?
I did. And it took me forever to log in. God damn it.
I'm looking at y'all stats, bro. I'm looking at the whole thing, man. Y'all, this was a horrible game. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead, BJ.
The Colts don't have no pushover defense, so let's just put that on the table right there. But we were supposed to win that game. We came on the first drive with ease. I mean, like 1, 2, 3, bam, in the end zone, and then fumble, and then fumble, and then a fumble, and then it's just dumb shit, shooting yourself in the foot type shit. Like the rain ain't got nothing to do with that. Yo, we are a running team. We were supposed to dominate that game.
Well, we know that.
Ran all up and down our ass. And then we was carrying Minshew ass up in the first quarter. Yo, Hamilton was killing him, and then you stop blitzing. For what? Listen, I don't know. I ain't got no excuse. I'm just saying, we lost that game. We supposed to win that game. It was a lot of mistakes, a lot of self-inflicted wounds. And then Tucker missed that 61. Then the face mask that was missed. Then a holding call that was missed. Both of them in overtime, blatant calls. But
nah, Tucker's supposed to hit that fucking field goal, dog.
61 yards, sir. That man.
Yo, he's the GOAT, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Tucker's supposed to hit that fucking field goal.
He's supposed to be the GOAT. So
man, stop trying to give him excuses, dog. He the GOAT. This is supposed to hit that fucking field goal.
But if that man makes 9 out of 10 field goals, goddamn, you got to give him that one miss. But again,
listen.
after we had another 50-yard attempt. Instead of kicking the field goal, he decided to punt it because he just missed it and shit. Like, no, give that motherfucker another chance to redeem himself.
Listen, this is how this game went. Punt, touchdown by the Ravens. Punt by Colts. Sir.
Fumble. We're not really worried about it. It ain't that deep.
Ravens. Touchdown, fumble, field goal, punt. Oh my! That's just in the first half. That's horrible.
Donovan, what up, Donovan? Donovan in the building.
Now, go ahead and run the Broncos. Sit down.
All right.
We'll be here for days. We'll be here
We'll
for
be
days.
here forever.
Yo, we got
Yo,
more. Carolina.
I got jumped yesterday.
27-37. Kenneth Walker had a big day yesterday on the Carolina Panthers defense, man. What he rushed for? 97 yards, 2 touchdowns in that game. Dalton stepped in good for the Panthers. He threw for 361 yards. Jeez. Say so much about that.
He used to be a playoff bound quarterback for a minute in Cincinnati. So I mean, he's not a terrible quarterback.
And Adam Thielen had 145 yards on the receiving yesterday.
What does that
mean? Like I said, damn, I'm losing my mind train of thought. Kenneth Walker, 2 touchdowns. Geno Smith almost threw for 300 yards yesterday. Seattle Seahawks 37-27 over the Panthers.
Yo, Donovan said the Dolphins just scored again.
I got jumped yesterday. We got jumped.
What else? Next game, 41-10. Kansas City Chiefs over the Bears. Yikes. This game was
Bears gotta get it together, man. I put a lot of love into the Bears this season.
Hopefully, we got first win against them next week. Hopefully, I'm praying, man. Sheesh.
I put a lot of love into the Bears this season because I've seen a lot of excitement out of that Bears offense last year, man. And I thought it was going to elevate when DJ Moore got there. I thought it was going to go to another level, and it looked like it downgraded 3 levels down. To be honest with you, and I don't know what the fuck going on, but they need to fix it.
Their defense is not there.
Well, I didn't think. Like I said, it wasn't the defense. The defense was young, so I didn't expect them to make a bunch of plays. But last year they was making some plays, but they young. Like I still like Brister, and I like one of their defensive linemen. They still need they need somebody to come in, sack the quarterback. Like they need a.
Yeah, they don't have no defensive coordinator either now, so they
right. He's a pedophile. So.
So they
Who's our quarterback 1, quarterback 2, and quarterback 3?
Tua.
Well, we know quarterback 1 is Tua. So
it's Tua?
Justin Herbert.
Tua and then Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert and Tua, right? Okay.
Right. So quarterback 3 is the worst quarterback of the night, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get at the big face.
Sam Howell or Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
I'm gonna go big face. Jimmy scored a touchdown.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did score a touchdown.
Jimmy scored a touchdown, so I'm gonna give it the big face thing.
Okay. All right.
Even though I'm not just gonna sit here and clown Big Face Sam. Big Face Sam has been doing pretty good this season. I'm gonna clown him and say that he ass. He been doing pretty good so far. So far, so good. Not mad at Big Face Sam.
What did Dak do yesterday? I'm asking. I'm not joking. I'm asking. I'm just asking. Honestly, I'm not asking. I can't joke about nobody right now. Did he score? Did he throw a touchdown?
I think he threw a touchdown, but they got the ass.
He damn sure ain't threw one to see the land.
They only scored 16 points, man. That's all we need to know. But I think it was Sam.
They have honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, Derek. They have a problem scoring in the red zone. They was 1-5 in the red zone yesterday. They have a big problem scoring touchdowns in the red zone.
That's what our problem was last year.
I truly believe that is because they didn't try to go get another power back to go, when they lost Ezekiel Elliott. Now they could make the phone call to go get Leonard Fournette, but I doubt if they do that because they got a running back about to come off of a suspension. What's the full name? He used to play for y'all, AB.
Ronald Jones.
Yeah, Ronald Jones about to come off suspension.
But he ain't no damn power back either. They need somebody to get some.
Maybe he makes a difference. Don't.
They need somebody to get some. They need to get them hard earned yards right there, and they don't. And they don't have that.
They don't, and it's not really working out for them. And to make Dak throw the ball 3 times in the red zone ain't working either. So they got to find a way to use to execute in the red zone. The week before that, They kicked a bunch of field goals in the red zone. And, a lot of Cowboy fans are upset because they only put up 30 points. They got to fix these red zone efficiencies, man. They're going to be playing against a powerhouse, man. And the fact that you let Rondell Moore run out there like that on you, luckily it happened to you early in the season, so you got time to fix it. But that just goes to show that you ain't really fixed your defense like you thought you did. Number one defense. You let it run a fucking wide receiver run right through the middle for 58 yards, untouched.
Yep.
Ain't no listen.
Bad. Bro.
I don't think they're not a top 10 defense, but I'm just gonna say they ain't number one.
All right, we got like 10 more minutes before the game start. Monday Night Football. Let's talk about the 8:15 game first. You got the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. We got like in this game. They just announced that Joe Burrow is starting for the Cincinnati Bengals, so that's good news for the Bengals. This is a rematch from the Super Bowl from 2 years ago. So who y'all like in this matchup tonight on I'm about to say Sunday night, Monday Night Football?
The Bengals is due for a win, man.
I think so too.
They 0-2, right?
I'm going with the Rams. I'm going to Rams. I think Joe Burrow's he's gonna struggle in this game, but I just think the Rams they kind of been hanging in there a little bit this year. So yeah, they beat Seattle, so that was an upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not saying nothing against the Tampa. I'm tired of AB mouth, man. Tired of this
15, man. This game about to kick off in 13 minutes, man. Who y'all like? Come on, let it out, man. Talk y'all shit, man. Let's go.
I'm good. You got it, Dan.
No, I'm gonna let him put his jersey on and feel good about himself.
Yo, who you hate worse? You hate them? Not as you. I know you hate the Cowboys worse. That's your rival. I get it. But
honestly, since I won the Super Bowl, I don't really have a big hate for anybody.
You good?
This team's got like when they play other teams, I don't give a. I just hate playing them. Like I hate playing the Giants. I hate playing Washington.
Why? Y'all with the Giants.
Listen, I hate playing them. Them Giants games be too fucking close. It's always coming down to there's some shit. 1 year Daniel Jones threw a touchdown to a fullback. I don't even think in the fucking NFL no more. And they beat us. All right, I'm just letting you know how stupid shit just be happening to us when we play certain teams.
Speaking of fullbacks, Andrew Beck ran it back yesterday. He was an ex-Bronco. You notice the first time we had a punt kick return for a touchdown since 2013. A decade has went by, and we had a kickoff punt return. That's why I know we're done. 0-17, here we come. But anyway, go ahead. Andrew Beck, man, ran that joint all the way back. What a fullback runs that kickoff back? It's slow as hell. You can't catch a fullback?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. He wasn't running no 4.4 speed or nothing, but he was going like it was like one of them automotives. Once he started going, he was going. You understand what I'm saying? And it was hard to tackle. That's what it was. He was a tad bit faster than all stocks. But you got me talking about fucking. I ain't talking about fucking bucket.
AB, I apologize. I did talk about y'all. I said y'all ain't gonna barely win 3 games, man. We ain't gonna win. Yo, I said that. And AB said I'm gonna get him. And yo, he been ever since Tom Brady came with y'all, bro. I've been eating crow ever since, man. Oh man, this is just hard for Bronco country, man.
Could you imagine if they would have stayed with Jameis Winston? How AB would have had all these grades by now? I remember the AB that used to tell me all I want is 10 first downs in the game. I will never forget that shit, yo. He used to tell me all I want is 10 first downs in the game. I said, what? I'm looking at him like 10 first downs? I've never heard no shit like that. Somebody just wanted 10 first downs. Like, what you want for this? I just want 10 first downs in the game. That's all.
Baker Mayfield better? Is Baker Mayfield better than Jameis Winston?
We'll find out next week. We will find out next week.
Baker made the playoffs. He made the playoffs.
Baker, you know what? Okay, then if that's the case, I'm gonna have to say you're right.
Man, what's the game of the week next week? What's our lock of the week next week?
Game of the week is Miami versus Buffalo. They need to flex
that's going to be a shootout. That's football. That's 90s, 1990s football right there. Yeah, Buffalo and Dolphins to get that joint in.
Yeah. The lock though.
My lock of the week is Kansas City to beat the Jets. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards.
Because Kansas City could score touchdowns and the Jets struggle to do that. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Yeah, so look, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to June's Monday Quarterback, man. We are back. Tomorrow we'll be
live. Help me.
6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Me and my co-host, B the Analyst. We'll recap all the games from this past Sunday. We're gonna talk some college football, high school football. We're gonna talk a lot of football on there, man. So
hey, man, one thing I gotta give y'all, man. I like your high school football rankings, yo.
Oh yeah.
At first, I thought those was straight out the paper. I didn't know those was y'all's.
Nah, those are ours. We have a crew that we got together. It's like 6 of us, and we be in the group chat breaking this list down. I still didn't get the list yet today because it's so much back and forth in that group chat.
Is it just Jersey or is it all over?
No, it's just Jersey.
All North X is a county. It's a county top 10. So,
okay.
So that's what we do it. How we do it. So yeah, man. So tune in to that tomorrow. Then you got Talk You It's Tuesday right after.
Yeah, that come on at 8 o'clock. Gonna be hosted by the lovely Chocolate Girl and Ryan Thomas.
Yeah.
That'll be on from 8 to about 10, and then at 10, Stay Tuned comes on.
Yeah,
stay on from 10 to 12.
The Bros.
So that's the triple threat Tuesdays.
Yep. Then you can find all of us on Wild Wednesday. This Wednesday.
I won't be there this Wednesday. This Wednesday I got some prior engagements. I won't be there this Wednesday.
Oh, you won't be there. AB, he won't be there, right? If the Bucks definitely won't be there, right? This the week.
I won't be there this Wednesday.
Oh, trust me, June. It don't matter. I have his phone number. I could call him.
He has no. Let me tell you something. That goddamn AB has no problem hitting me up. Okay, let me get that out of the way. Has no problem.
Oh man.
And he know where I work at, so he can come right to my job. All right.
The voice memos.
Look, hold up, and he know where I work at, so he come to my job.
Both of them jobs. Oh,
right. He know both my jobs.
Hold on, before I leave out, I got something for y'all.
Come
on,
you got 2 minutes,
Dennis,
brother. Come on,
Dennis. We got the dot payments going on, Dennis.
Hold up, man. Hold up. Hold up. With my Fat Joe voice, price went up. Okay. Oh, price went up. All right. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Dennis, you know I know where you work at, right?
Yo, you put up a beat, bro. You tripping, Dennis. You tripping. Maybe last year, but not this year, bro. They done proved me wrong twice.
Nah.
Tampa, you wrong twice this year. Y'all almost lost the Patriots. You put up a beat. Oh, boy.
Hold. Time out. Before we end the show. So before we end the show, hold up. Are we betting money, AB?
Goddamn money.
I just want to make sure. He ain't never say nothing. Hey, Derek, he ain't say shit there. I just want to make sure. I'm asking. I ask questions.
Minnesota don't let me do
like I said, I just want to let y'all know yesterday's price is not today's price. All right? Just want to let you know.
That don't like Monopoly money. All right, man. Y'all have a good.
Man.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We out. Deuces.
Get out of here, baby.